What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Drive Miami, and today, well, we're working on the E36 again. Check it out. So basically what I got over here is I got some taillights for the E36. I got to reinstall the front bumper now that we got the car working. As you've probably seen in the last video, we fixed the oil pan. The oil pan is finally working fine. It's not leaking. Doesn't have a hole in it. So what we're doing today is, well, today at least we're going to go ahead and install the front bumper and put on the taillights. Depending if I have enough time, I might install the hood latch spring, and also replace the fuel filter. Which I have never done. I was supposed to do a long time ago, just never done it. For those of you guys who are unaware of this car right here, this is my barn find E36. I literally found it in my friend's barn, basically. He had this car sitting there for, I want to say 2-3 years, just sitting in his yard, in his farm, and then he offered it to me, and then, yeah, so barn find. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put this shit back together. So, we're going to start off with the taillights and go from there. Alright, so I got the light out. This is the old crusty and dusty one.
Jesus Christ.
Obviously, such a piece of shit. It literally corroded all the wires and everything. So, what I ended up doing is I went overhead to carid.com and I purchased some new ones. Alright, so nothing's wrong with these things except a handful of things. One, I had to wait 3 to 4 months because the stupid shit was on back order. And then on top of that, they have little marks on them. So technically speaking, I waited a long time and it didn't even come out perfect. But Car ID, you failed me. But we're going to go ahead and install this anyways because they absolutely need new taillights, if you can't tell by now. So here's the comparison between the two. See, night and day difference. Another thing, the back of these come already with all the bulbs and everything, so all you got to do is just plug it in, you're ready to go. So let's install it. So right here we have the comparison between the old and the new. Obviously the new is looking really good, the old's looking really bad. Come on, Car ID, why'd you take 4 months? I understand it was on back order, but damn, man, you guys did me dirty here. Had me waiting forever for some taillights. I could have been pulled over, but anyways, starting to look like a car again. So just gotta go ahead and hit the other tail light. We'll be ready to go. All right. I ain't gonna lie, they're looking pretty good. So now up next, let's slap on the front bumper. Time to slap this shit on. All right, so we got the bumper more or less installed. Kind of dangling on each corner because I noticed that the little sliders that were originally on this bumper for some odd reason fell off. I'm not sure exactly what to make of it or whatever the case may be. I know I need to buy a new bumper anyway, so I'm not too worried about it because I kind of dumped the bumper a long time ago when I hit a palm tree. Not the palm tree itself, but a branch. So another little something we're doing today. This exhaust right here, it's pretty good exhaust. The only issue I'm having with it right now is it has a small exhaust leak. So I'm going to try to see if I could actually locate the exhaust leak. And from what I see, I don't know if you guys can see it here or there. Right there, there's like these little couplings. And those little couplers have little bolts to them. I'm going to tighten down these bolts to see if that's where it's coming from. If not, I'm going to continue on to see if I can fix the problem. So let's start with this. Alright, well so far, went ahead and semi-fixed the exhaust leak. Sounds a lot better. It doesn't sound amazing, but it sounds a lot better to the point where I don't hear what sounds like baseball cards on a bike. Well, that's a good sign. So before I go ahead and take it out, basically what I've done so far, went ahead, gave that sucker a wash. It's nice and clean. So what we're gonna do now is, like I said, we're gonna test drive by driving it around, see what's up. The car was dirty anyway, so I went ahead and washed it. So let's give it a drive. All right, guys. So it is a new day. I got the car back on some jack stands. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go ahead and put the fuel filter and also go ahead and install the second hood spring that should be there that was never there. So let's go ahead and put that on and take it from there. You guys already know. So yet again, we're under the car. Right here, I'm going to show you exactly where the oil filter is. It's pretty much just right under the motor. It's further back from where I'm laying, but I just wanted to show you guys what's going on. Check it out. Alright, so here's the brace. Here's our oil pan that we went ahead and changed finally. Right here, this plate right here. This is exactly where the oil filter is. It's towards the back. But in order to take this out, you're going to see this one bolt right here, which is a 10mm. And there's another one right, you guys can barely see it, but right there, and it's also 10mm. It looks like there was one right here in the front of it, but that bolt is out. Let's go ahead and try to take those two out and see if this whole thing drops. So you guys already know. Alright, so shield is basically out. Then I found there's one more little guy, 10mm right over here. You can barely see it, but he's pressed up against the corner, facing the driver's direction. But once you get those three out, or four, technically speaking, even with the one on the top that's not there, it all comes out. So let's go ahead and take that out now, so we can take out this fuel filter and replace it with a new one. So went ahead and took the pan out like you guys saw. Next up, let's go ahead and put the fuel filter in. So this is the fuel filter. This is the fuel filter I used. Basically, this is the brand. Don't ask me how to say it. Can't say it. It's probably something I can't pronounce. From Germany. Yep, from Germany. OEM, whatever the case may be. We got it. We're gonna install it. You already know. Alright, so we have the filter exposed. We're gonna go ahead and change the filter. To change the filter, it's simple. Just go ahead and take out those two, or I'm sorry, this front screw, and then or whatever they call it, clamp, screw, whatever you want to call it. And there's also one on this other side. I don't know if you guys can see that, wherever it is, but on that side. And it's basically the same thing as this. Just go ahead and, like I said, undo this guy, undo the one on the other side, pull them apart. Try not to get sprayed with gas, and then yeah, go from there. All right, so fuel filter is out. We got both fuel filters here. We have our old one already out. It looks pretty good. Actually, I drained some of the gas, and it looks pretty clean. Here's a new one. We're gonna go ahead and put this in. Hopefully, it'll better our driving. My hands are shaky as hell, but you guys already know. All right, so went ahead and got the new one in. If you guys notice here, it has an orientation where it's dictated. Arrow. This is the in portion, and then the out portion is on the other side. So all that's left is to go ahead and button everything up, which bolt there, bolt this lines up, two lines up. I already put the clamps together. That's already in, and put the plate back on. So you guys will see it all done in just a sec. Bam! And as you can see, bam, as you can see, filters right there, barely poking out. But there goes the cover shield. It is in. Bam. Alright, so next up on the list, we got to go ahead and install the hood spring, or hood latch spring. We got our bolts, we got our spring, and basically, this is what we got to do. So, where that hole is, basically, that's where I got to put it. So I'm going to go ahead and install it there, put the two bolts, close the hood, see if it closes. Hopefully it'll prop open and close and hold together real nice and tight like it should. So bam, let's do that. Alright, so I don't know what to say. I just made a funny ass motion. Now I can't think of where it is. Okay. So I hit the great sailing man, dog. I hit the great sailing man, dog. Alright, so the hood is officially on, per se. We got the hood latch on. It's nice and sturdy. It doesn't wobble like it did before. I could go over 60 miles an hour and not have to worry about the hood possibly going flying. There's many cars driving by. So with that being said, that's going to be the conclusion of this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You guys already know what to do. Drive Miami.